Dion Johnson here, the Womanologist, and I'm excited about actually saying Happy New Year. This is my first YouTube video of the year, and I've been thinking about something over the weekend that I really want to share with you. So, if you don't know me, my name's Dion. Like I said, also called the Womanologist by the people that know my work, because my work's all about supporting women in senior leadership to be more powerful and influential in their roles, and so be able to make better change, to be able to lead important, meaningful change from their positions as senior leaders. So that's me, and I've been thinking about the fact that it's 2021. I've been thinking about the significance in particular of number 21. That's what was really in my mind over the weekend. And as I was thinking about this, I was thinking back to when I turned 21. I remember that I had a party. I hired out a restaurant in my town and invited my friends. It was a really nice time. I remember what I was wearing. It's a real significant time. And like it is for a lot of people, like even if you don't celebrate your birthday, maybe you can remember what you were doing or what you did for your 21st birthday, because it is a kind of notable, it's like one of those important birthdays. It's significant for a number of reasons. And so as I was thinking this through, I thought to myself, let me go and see what 21 means. I googled what's significant about turning 21, and the first post that I saw told me that when you are 21, you can apply to adopt a child, right? You can apply to adopt a child. You can hold a pilot's license, so you can fly a helicopter or a gyroplane when you're 21. I found this really fascinating, that at 21, you can apply for a provisional license to drive a large passenger vehicle. That means you can carry multiple passengers, or you can apply for a heavy goods license. That means you can drive much bigger vehicles. Supervise learner drivers. So as I begin to think about this, I realized that 21 is a really significant time of stepping up into a new time of life, into a new era, into adulthood. It's a transition from childhood into adulthood. And these things that Google told me that you can do are a real kind of metaphor for, I believe, what it means to be a maturing and stepping into a new season senior leader. Maybe 2021 is our year to come into our own, to step over into adulthood as leaders. I mean, that was the question that was really provoking all of this inquiry. I was thinking, what does it look like to mature as a senior leader? What does it look like to mature as a change maker? These were the questions that I was asking, and I started to really get excited as I was meditating on what Google was telling me that you could do. Because if you notice, adopting a child is about becoming a parent. It's about taking responsibility for nurturing a young life. It's about growing up the next generation. Applying for a pilot's license is about going to new altitudes and taking passengers, moving people from one country to another, from one place to another. It's about traveling further distances. It's about supporting people to travel further distances. It's about going up higher, seeing things from different perspectives. These are all really talking powerfully to me about what it could look like to be turning 21 in our leadership, to be coming of age, to be maturing, to be stepping over into adulthood as senior leaders. It says that we can help people learn how to drive. Well, driving is a risky business. People's lives are at stake. So it's about being able to supervise the raising up of safe people on the road, whatever that could look like in our realm. It's about taking responsibility for for teaching the next generation the rules, the ways, the regulations. It's about new and higher tests, like driving on the road is different to flying in the air. So, different types of testing is what happens when you mature as a senior leader, when you turn 21 as a leader. I really liked the idea of these new privileges of coming of age, being a metaphor for taking responsibility for new lives, for doing what's right for the next generation, for shaping the next generation, and for taking people higher, whether that be mentally or physically, practically, spiritually, morally, consciously, taking people higher. That as we mature as senior leaders, there is evidence of that maturing, that growing up, because we're now helping people to step up higher, for people to have new perspective, for people to be able to move with safety and with speed and whatever else that driving metaphor could look like for you. It means being able to carry more. It means being able to carry more, to have more gravitas, to have more weight, to have greater authority. And it's about developing the next generation of leaders to have new perspective, teaching people how to think, teaching people how to read situations, teaching people how to have higher quality thoughts and have greater access. When you have a car or when you're able to fly, you're able to go places that you're not able to go when you're just walking, or when you're just riding a bike, or when you're just sitting. You see, it's about taking people further. It's about taking people higher. It's about, as I was thinking about all of this, I realized that for me, what becoming of age as a senior leader looked like, the evidence of our growing up, was not just how many years we've been in leadership, but we could actually measure this by our ability and capacity and effectiveness at influencing and making powerful, loving, meaningful change in other people's lives. The question is, are you maturing as a leader? I love what the Apostle Paul says in one of the writings of Scripture. He says that when I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. And when I became a man, I put away I put the childish ways behind me. I really love that. What does it look like to mature as a woman, a leader, and a change maker to you? What does that look like to you? What does it mean to be maturing as a leader, as a catalyst for change, as a change maker? I think it's a really powerful time. And if you haven't got a theme for this year, then maybe you can borrow this theme, because this is definitely my theme for the year. It's about this season being the one where we mature, where we turn 21, where we step over into adulthood as a leader and a change maker. And this is all for me, all about raising people up, improving outcomes for people, taking people higher, and allowing people to be better, be more, because of my leadership, because of my mature leadership. So happy new year to you, and I'm cheering you on your journey to maturation as a woman leader and change maker. And I'll be seeing you throughout the year with more messages about how we can become more influential and more powerful in our roles to lead important, meaningful change wherever it is that we lead, whether that's business or media or leisure or education or science and technology or family welfare or religion or the arts, wherever it is that you're leading. There's never been a more important time for mature 21-year-old leaders. I'll speak to you later. Bye.